7:15. 7:15 in the evening. My first ever trip out in the evening, chasing orchids. Well, you know, it was EastEnders or a trip to Castor Hanglands, so Castor Hanglands has got to win the day. So I had a walk through here about 7-10 days ago, nothing happening, but it's June. June is Castor Hanglands month, as it is Orchid month, so fingers crossed. It's a lovely evening. I'm expecting something to be happening here, and looking forward to it. The sun is so low and so savage. I've decided to walk right through to the back of the reserve and then head back from there and grab some shots. It's looking good from what I've just walked through. Probably 50% open, but there's plenty of interest here, so yeah, I'll just get along to the end here and then get my background on that sun, and then off we go. This top end of the field is where the bulk of the early marsh orchids grow. There's a few dozen here today. Lovely collection of early marsh here. Well, the early marsh orchids are definitely further advanced than the common spotteds. I think the early marsh are almost at their peak, if not slightly going over, and the common spotteds were probably about 30-40% out. That's a nice common spotted. Easily the best one seen so far. Some nice patterning going on there. Another nice one. Definitely this is the prominent colour scheme of the early flowering common spotted orchids. There's a lot of them with this very pleasant colour scheme. It's very nice. Nice little early marsh orchid hidden in the long grass. Don't usually see them at this end of the field. Well, this one's definitely the big daddy of the collection this evening. Mighty impressive common spotted orchid. As ever, you always get a classic collection at this top end or bottom end of the field near the ponds. No shortage of young plants even this early. That's possibly my orchid of the evening. Almost in full flower and very nice. Okay, well I looked at this one at Castor and thought it doesn't look right to me, but I thought I need to get home and get in the textbook and check it out before saying too much. And the leaves were spotted, so like all the other common spotteds, it was a common spotted, but the flowers just not right. The flowers are more early marsh than common spotted. Those two sacs that come down across the flowers are very distinctive early marsh. All the markings and the spots are inside those sacs, which again is early marsh. The background flower colour is common spotted. You won't see that in an early marsh orchid. And the flower shape is not common spotted either. It's not sort of three-lobed with a prominent centre lobe. It's a long, narrow, classic early marsh flower. So with spots on the leaves and that distinct background colour, common spotted, and with those two long tall sacs with all the markings inside and the flower shape, early marsh. And this is definitely a common spotted cross early marsh orchid hybrid, which I've never seen before. Seen similar at Souththorpe Meadow with southern marsh thrown in, but not a pure common spotted cross early marsh orchid. So really pleased with that one. And I promise when we go back in about 10 days time, I'll cover this one properly and live, as it were. there you go, Castor Hanglands, first week in June, first day in June. I knew it was a little bit too early, but there's some in full flower, as you saw. What I did notice was a phenomenal number in bud, so I think 10 days time the place is going to be even more special than it usually is, so I look forward to that. You always get sort of the more strange and welcome variations coming out a bit later. I don't know why that is at Castor Hanglands. You get that one colour theme always comes out first and the rest follow, so there's a huge amount of promise there. So yeah, look forward to that. Stick it in the diary and we will be back. If you haven't already subscribed to these videos, you know, it don't mean anything to me money wise or anything of that nature. It's just a psychological boost to know that somebody's watching. So that little red box in the bottom right hand corner, if you haven't already done so and you don't mind doing so, to put a smile on my face, just give it a click and subscribe, and then I know there's somebody watching. And I'll do these if there isn't anybody watching, but it's always nice. So many thanks, and see you in a couple of days time. Got a special trip planned for Wednesday, looking forward to that one.